Greetings, Holy One. I want to take the opportunity, I want to take this opportunity to contextualize, to share meaning. And in this case, I would like to contextualize this comment that I had made on a Shiva Kailash Shambho video. And I think this message is important for a lot of people to hear, especially with the age that we're heading into. There is no stopping the police state AI surveillance beast system. If you want to get out in the streets in the 3D fallen physical realm, you are going to lose your life or your freedom at the very best. I can promise you that. And so I want to share this contextualization concerning a comment I had made on this Shiva Kailash video. And it says, I'm not going to read the whole thing. And I've used this comment before when somebody on a video that I had made 2 years ago, a person said, "Hey, you look like a fighter. Are you like an MMA fighter or something?" And I mean, yeah, I have a black belt in karate, all that stuff. That was years ago, and I am a fighter to this day. I can handle business out in the streets and in the sheets. However, that's not the path. That is the path of damnation, my friend. And so I responded back then, and I'm contextualizing this comment that I had left on Shiva's video. I am not a fighter here within this 3D fallen physical realm. I am, however, a warrior of the highest dimensions. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of it, but the point is, it is my belief, it is my contention, it is my dharma to withdraw energy from this physical outside demiurge creation, from the physical senses, withdraw the energies, bring them within, and begin the process of expansion. Now, this comment goes on to say, talk about how warfare in the higher dimensions, which can be termed or understood as magic, and it references the dark triad, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, narcissism, etc. And in this realm of illusion, those traits can be more of the same, even in the higher dimensions. There, and that is what a black magician is, someone who is imprisoned by their own ego. They will fall prey to these energies, psychopathy, narcissism, so on and so forth, and Machiavellianism, just manipulation and such. But those, while we're playing in the playground of the ego, in which I'm doing that here with Shiva and Dr. Rob, playing in this playground, this Leela in the Vedic sciences, the illusion of God. God has a sense of humor. A lot of this can be fun if you're not prey to those energies. And certainly if you're not out in the streets trying to battle the beast. Good luck with that. So, but really, what the point that I'm going to get to real quick is there are people who have battled the beast. Mahatma Gandhi was one of them in his philosophy of nonviolence. He battled the beast of the British Empire through nonviolence. And essentially that is what I'm presenting is Satyagraha was the philosophy of nonviolence. I may have mispronounced a syllable here or there, but it was a type of magic that Gandhi was using. And that is all that I'm talking about here. And that is all that I am attempting to advocate for in an urgent message for people to come to your senses. because this beast is not battled in the street. You're not gonna win against drones and all that, but you will win through the magic of truth force. Satyagraha, the highest weapon in the arsenal of the warrior Magus. It is the power to confront darkness without becoming dark, to stand unshaken while the currents of injustice swirl around you. Satya is the resonant frequency of reality, the vibration of God force itself. Agraha is the steadfast alignment of will, the mastery of self that allows you to hold that frequency without compromise. The warrior magus does not strike with hatred or wield the weapon of fear. Instead, they channel the God force through their presence, letting truth itself pierce the illusions that bind the world. The armor of the magus is discipline, clarity, and compassion, while the sword is unyielding intention. The method is precise. Withdraw your energy from falsehood. Refuse to feed illusions with anger, fear, or submission. Stand in the light of your own being, aligned to the God force, absorbing whatever suffering arises without retaliation. Let the consequences of darkness reveal themselves as the system built on manipulation collapses under the weight of unresisted truth. This is the highest form of combat, a battle waged not in the outer world, but in the subtle planes of thought, emotion, and collective resonance. The warrior magus knows that coercion strengthens the shadow, but presence, clarity, and unwavering alignment with God force dismantle it effortlessly. Historically, this magic was wielded by those who stood against oppression in ways that shattered fear without spilling blood. Today, it remains the ultimate tool of liberation, a cosmic strategy of the soul, a return to unity, a reclaiming of sovereignty. Satyagraha is the blade that cannot wound, the shield that cannot be pierced, the fire that burns only falsity. And this is what a warrior in the highest dimensions equates to. Stick around. We got more coming, folks. Unless the beast gets you.